Oh, hi there. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. Fousey, to me, is one of the most irritating people on the planet. His breakdowns are becoming annoying as hell. He always attacks and goes after people he works with, and he's just become one of those people that just annoy the shit out of me, and also is very forgettable after a while. If he said that he wasn't streaming anymore and I never saw a tweet or a thing about him, then I would literally just plain forget about him. I've been seeing on and off what he has been doing and how horrible of a human being he is in general. What gets me in this is he tries to put out that he is the most real person out there, but yet is just a real abuser, a bully, and someone you wouldn't really want to be around. Fousey is someone that craves respect, and it wouldn't surprise me if he wanted people to be on their hands and knees all the time bowing to him. But the thing to me is that he shows no respect to anyone bar himself. No, sorry, scratch that. He doesn't even show respect to himself for what he's putting himself through. If you actually go through all the years that he's been active on whatever platform that he hasn't been banned on, then you could literally put together a longer video, which I'm very tempted on doing, but that will probably come at a later date. But right now, I just want to focus on something that happened with his old manager, or his manager will come back, I have no idea. What annoys me is the fact that I think about a year ago, this clip came out.
I never use that word. I swear to fucking God, this isn't content. I never use that fucking word. I've listened to rap songs every day on this subathon, and I always change it out for brother. I had a tweet that literally said,
and then instantly we go straight to this.
The only difference between me and any other motherfucker is I'm the only real motherfucker willing to show you guys regardless of how you feel about it, nigga. And that's why I say the N-word now. I don't give a fuck if you're mad about it. My black friends gave me the privilege to say that. Suck my
What is fucked up is that he thinks that he can say the N-word because his friends said he could. Now, normally you would think that it's not okay to say this to anyone, either on stream or off or in any sort of situation. Just because your friends said you could do it with them doesn't mean that you should be saying it anywhere else. It's just so fucking weird. Considering a year ago, you were saying that you would never use that word. So mainly, he attacked his manager after something happened. And like Fousey, as normal, just goes out there with the same old bullshit. I could have given you this could have changed your life. And when the manager walks away and does absolutely nothing, Fousey starts trying to get into a fight with him, which, it works. Let's just roll this clip.
No, Adam, grab some suitcase. You get the fuck out of my house. What? Try to come to my face that I paid for with a job that was going to change your life. Yeah, because you ain't worth shit. Okay. Go work at Chuck E. Cheese, faggot. Suck my fucking dick. Come here. Make me something. Really? Suck your dick? Say it to my face, nigga! Suck you in the face, bitch! So mean!
Why on earth are you actually doing stuff like this? Why fight? Why say you're going to go work at Chuck E. Cheese? The way that Fousey says his content is always the best. He's the G7 or whatever that means, or that he's out there making top quality content is always a lie. What I see here is just someone who never got what they wanted. They were riding high back in the day when they were making fake content and trying to be #1 all the time, and yet after a while people forgot about them. The content that he makes is just bullying people, starting fights, telling people that they're wrong, that they should be respecting him when he shows no respect to anyone else. How does that make you a top G7 or whatever? Another big thing that is always used is Fousey's mental health. When it comes to anything he doesn't like, and he will literally use it saying, oh my God, like, you know, I'm spiraling, I'm out of control, you know, it's just my mental health, like, you know, help me, help me. Yet when people try to help him, he pushes them away, and yet he doesn't change his behavior whatsoever. It's always other people's fault and it's not his. To me, I just think this is an act. I think that he actually uses this as a shield.
Shields up.
So that people will be like, oh well, I can understand why. Fousey went to rehab at some point, and you think that he would have tried to have fixed this problem. But no, literally, like the clout goblin that he is, he puts himself back into the situation just for the fame and money. Someone gives him a little bit of fame or a little bit of money, he goes back into this complete state. And you kind of think that, once you start seeing this sort of reaction, not to put yourself through it, you would take a step back and not jump back into this world. But Fousey loves the attention. He loves that fame and money because what? He wants it. He wants to put on a show, but yet doesn't actually do the best part and then blames everyone for when it fails. This isn't a change. This is all him fixated on something to get his name out there, that everyone will love him or that they want to be around him, or he is a household name across the world. The way that he's treating people, why should people spend their time and energy just to be around him? Right now, all I see is a man baby who doesn't get his way, who resorts to his last card, his mental health. But like the boy who cried wolf, no one is going to listen to him and people are just going to ignore him. When he approaches people saying, hey, I want to work with you, they're seeing all these clips of these mental breakdowns. So why would you want to have him near you or interact with him or even work for you? Why would you want to collab? Fousey's clips have been all over Twitter, and I saw one by Keemstar, which I generally thought was really interesting, that I do want to play for you. But before I do that, I want to give you some context to this clip so we can actually talk about it and get the timeline of his actions.
Look, I'm gonna try my best not to cry. I've been under so much stress because I promised Eddie and Akil I wouldn't crash out like last year. That my adrenaline shot up and I don't even remember the last 48 hours now that I'm out of it. And now that I calmed down, I'm realizing all the destruction that I caused, and this happens to me all the time. I'm not even gonna sit here and say sorry but I'm trying to explain to y'all, now that my adrenaline dumped and I'm back to Yusuf, and I open Twitter and I see what Fousey did, I'm like, I feel so much better now, though. I feel free. I feel so free.
The fact that I don't buy this act is something. You're not going to say sorry to your manager that you went after, that you went and attacked for no reason. The reason for all of this and the outbreak of Fousey's where was very simple. They wanted to put some batteries on charge, but the power breaker flipped, which then cut the power for X amount of time. So that's something that the manager couldn't control. But Fousey just thinks that maybe they can control things in the house like electricity, and he doesn't understand how power breakers work. Now, very, very simple. If you overload it or there is a power cut, then it's going to flip and everything is going to be off. Or if you're on a different circuit, because each houses, mainly over here in the UK, as I'm guessing it's everywhere, have different circuits. So if someone overloads something, it cuts it. So no matter what, that is a thing. So even if the lights downstairs work, upstairs may be completely cut out. But Fousey doesn't understand this and just blames the manager straight away. And even the manager says, hey, the lights have been out all day. So of course, when the power breaker gets flipped, the electricity is going to come and the batteries are going to be charging. So to me, having a massive outbreak because of this means absolutely nothing. And Fousey is just a fucking idiot. I generally kind of think when this was going on, Fousey was thinking, how do I get a viral clip? How do I get people to talk about me? Which obviously it worked. So I generally think that that's when he went after his manager. He wanted to cause drama. He wanted to blame people for either his mistake or someone else's. But he saw the manager and went, I'm going to go straight after you. Anyway, Keem said this.
Can y'all help me understand this? Because honestly, I'm so confused and I think I need your help to solve this mystery, right? Over the last 72 hours, FouseyTube has been going nuts on his employees, crashing out, right? Calling them derogatory names and firing them and all this chaos. There's so many clips. There's like 10 different clips of him doing this, right? And it gets to a boiling point where he fires one employee and punches them. Now, I know you've all seen the clip. If you haven't, it's everywhere, right? However, about 10 hours after that, Fousey uploaded a video crying because he got banned on Kick. And he's like, I didn't even know what was happening. My adrenaline just wore off and I'm seeing all these clips that Fousey did. This is what Fousey's saying this, right? And he's basically apologizing. He's crying. He feels like a piece of crap for everything he's done and whatnot. So I see that and I'm like, okay, he's obviously having a mental issue or something like that, right? Write it off. But then last night I'm scrolling through Twitter and all of a sudden I see HD footage. We're talking 4K of him punching the employee. And I'm watching the video and I'm like, who took this footage? This footage is amazing. It's way better than the clips I was seeing. And I go and look at the channel and it's Fousey. So you mean to tell me this dude is sad about the mistakes of punching the employee, but he made that thumbnail? He uploaded it to his channel? Verified Fousey, people. That got uploaded after the apology. I thought these were mistakes. You put it on your own channel in 4K.
Fousey is laughable right now due to this. Why would you be like, hey, sorry, please unban me. I don't know what I did within 48 hours. And then you go and post the video to YouTube. Like, you had to edit it. It's been edited down as well. So you knew exactly what you're doing because you're uploading it. And if you didn't do this and it was your editor, you'd see that and be like, man, fuck, I better not upload that. But you wanted attention, Fousey. You wanted attention. You wanted that money. You wanted that clout and people to talk about you. If you posted this and you're not even sorry, then why even make that crying video? Is it because you wanted people to unban you on Kick? So you thought that this would work? Are you manipulating people to unban you? Because obviously it worked. At the time when all this happened, he was banned, and yeah, he's back on Kick to do whatever he wants to do. But when I was watching this video and watching the clip, I think he lies, and even more to the people that obviously weren't there, so he could get them on their side. But mainly it was his friend.
What he did, he told me in Nadim, fly to me to Australia, don't pay me anything, let me show you what I'm worth. I get an email from Nadim yesterday to me and Susie, hey, just to let you know, Rain told us he's coming here for free. He just called me and told me how much he wants to get paid. I called him in my room, I go, Rain, you told me you don't want to get paid. He goes, I don't. Then why are you calling him? And asking? He goes, I was just telling him what I think I'm worth. I decide what you're worth after you prove yourself. I gave him an option. I either pay you what you want right now when you go home at the end of this week, or you work hard for a week and you might get blessed even more. It was all work hard. So as he's walking out right now, he goes, I go, you're in my house that I paid for and I'm paying you. He goes, you ain't paying me shit. Obviously. I go, you ain't worth shit. He turns around, he goes, suck my dick.
That's crazy.
Cool, that's fine. I tell people to suck my dick all the time. Yeah. But if they came up to me, I wouldn't back down. Yeah. Walked up to his face, said, let me suck it. He didn't say anything. I didn't punch him. I pushed him. I went like this. That's it. Started bleeding, that's it. And now he's gonna go home and cry and say that I knocked him out.
Hey,
Mike
let me tell you something.
After grabbing a suitcase or Adam?
No, Adam, grab a suitcase. You get the fuck out of my house.
It's
What?
Yes,
Try to come in my face that I paid for with a job that was gonna change your life.
shit.
Yeah, because you ain't worth shit.
Okay.
Go work at Chuck E. Cheese, faggot.
Suck my fucking dick.
Let me come here. Make me something. Really? Suck your dick. Say it to my face, nigga. Suck you in the face, bitch. So me.
Now, one thing I've always hated is people go like, decide what your worth is. It's entirely shit because people will always take advantage. At the end of the day, this guy could go above and beyond for Fousey. And then Fousey could go, well, you didn't say good morning to me, so I'm going to pay you $0 because you disrespected me. Just pay the guy what he asks rather than you decide what he's worth. This stuff generally fucking pisses me off. The whole, I pay you what you're worth and then you go home after a week, or you pay him more or less depending on how hard he works. Again, he could work his absolute arse off, and yet Fousey could be like, well, you didn't do enough, so I'm going to pay you less than what it is. Fucking infuriates me. Pay your fucking staff. It's not fucking hard. If you're making all this money and you're being a top G, then you should literally be paying people exactly the right amount. We've seen Fousey crash out on so much stuff, and yet he could be like, well, you worked for me for almost a week and I don't have to pay you shit, so fuck off, and then attack him if he stands up for himself. Personally, all this stuff is just so frustrating and annoying to see. This grown man is acting like a child to everyone and thinks it's okay to do stuff and just attacks or shouts at them all the time. This is something that just really generally annoys me because no one should be treating anyone like this. When he says he's a top G or a G7, whatever that is, I just see someone who doesn't get their way, who thinks that they deserve all the fame and money, and yet is a bully and wants to fight because they're frustrated that they didn't get it right through their entire career. Anyway, there's so much more to cover on this bell end. What are your thoughts? Like, comment down below, and also subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.